It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. The Grizzlies secure the opening tip, and we're underway on Beale Street in Memphis. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Here comes the screen. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Flash at the controls. Here comes the screen. Has a chance and scores on the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat, and I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
To Wade. Down to 5 on the 24. To Howard. Julius Randle rejects it. Shot clock violation. The possession lies with New York. To Julius Randle. Dwayne Wade. To Howard. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Smith with the basketball. They trail by 2. Shot from in close, no good. Jones with it. Looking to make something happen. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Here comes the screen. To Julius Randle. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Jones with it. Lead is 2. Julius Randle able to recover with the block. Smith now into the front court. He'll run the offense. Runner's good there.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Valanciunas. Wade to Valanciunas. With a drop step. Superman, Dwight Howard. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Old school equals high percentage.
New York in control of the basketball. To Monroe. Nothing going here on that drive. Monroe. Here comes the screen. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Smith into the front court. The score 12-8. Here comes the screen. Iguodala up against the 8-time All-Star. To Julius Randle around the perimeter. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. Down low for Jackson. Josh Jackson above the rim on that. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
The big guy, Greg Monroe. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Grizzlies own the basketball.
I got him. Here we go.
To Valanciunas. Good look that time, but off the mark. Smith to Julius Randle. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Dwayne Wade to Howard. From the painted area, won't go down. Iguodala to bring it up. It's 14-12. Dwayne Wade swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Great feed, sets it up. And look out, they have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Randle, knocked loose. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
It's Grizzlies ball. To Valanciunas, Josh Jackson. To Dennis Smith Jr.
Clear out.
To Julius Randle. Down low to Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Tyus Jones at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him.
Entering the game for the Memphis Grizzlies, number 99, Jay Crowder.
To Payton.
For the New York Knicks, number 13.
And the finish at the rim.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Moutier.
1 minute remaining in the first.
Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. To Moutier. Strong finish that time from Emmanuel Moutier.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here comes the screen. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Hits the trifecta.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Jones with it. Shot clock off as they look to break the tie. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. 1 quarter down. No separation so far. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Here comes the screen. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
When it's a tight game, Those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
Hey, lock up, lock up. I got ball, I got ball.
Wade
I got
to
some
Kyle Anderson. Count the basket at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Possession lies with New York. Down low to Monroe. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Shot clock winding down.
I got yours, you got mine.
To Monroe. 24-second violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
New York. Substitutions, Memphis.
And that'll...
Substitutions, New York. Stepping in for Memphis, number 6.
Here comes the screen. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Jones with it. It's an 8-point lead. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Iguodala, defended by Howard. Here comes the screen.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Memphis with the rock. The Knicks clear the board. To Marcus Morris. Josh Jackson snatching it out of the air. And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
New York Knicks are
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end, and a nice advantage for the Grizzlies.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Knicks with the basketball. To Julius Randle. Cashes in for 2.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Turns and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Dwayne Wade to Valanciunas. Almost unlucky bounce to Julius Randle. Off the mark.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Dwayne Wade He's 3 for 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
New York Knicks basketball. To Monroe. Dwight Howard, huge block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Dwayne Wade. Smith. Dwight Howard with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Howard. Dennis Smith Jr. pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Jones with it. His team on top by 8. To Valanciunas. Wade. Knicks come away with it.
Right.
To Monroe. Dwight Howard sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening. Memphis, they've got it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Monroe. A lot of contact. No whistle. To Wade. Here comes the screen. Short jumper misses. Iguodala to bring it up. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit.
I got ball. That's me. Going up.
Wide open look won't go.
Here's the beautiful thing about having a bad game. As long as it says W in the win column after the game is over, then nothing else really matters. You've done your job.
Here comes the screen.
You see it.
Down low to Monroe. Big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Dwayne Wade to Howard. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Self-check.
They go down low to Randall. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Julius Randle. Nice pass to get things going.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To Howard. Won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
To Julius Randle. Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Tyus Jones against the former Finals MVP. Here comes the screen. Julius Randle sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Julius Randle. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Seconds to shoot. The screen sets him up for two.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Down low to Monroe, and he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Substitutions, New York. Substitutions, Memphis.
Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Dylan Brooks to Moutier. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Layup goes down. Well done.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
With a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
The possession lies with New York. To Monroe. Can't connect. To Dylan Brooks. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. To Dennis Smith Jr. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Moutier with it up top. The lead stands at 9. To Kyle Anderson. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
New York in control of the basketball. Over to the right side. Smith.
Right.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Gets it in the right corner. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Moutier into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. And it's Smith there for the rebound. To Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. It goes down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Moutier to Kyle Anderson. And he'll go to the foul line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Dwight Howard at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out. Hey, check up. Let's go.
Down low for Gibson. Taj Gibson above the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Moutier with it up top. Up 6. Here comes the screen. Anderson to Howard. He throws it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Down low for Gibson to Dennis Smith Jr. Nothing going here on that drive. Fine to shoot. To Gibson. Almost, but no good. Tough make through traffic.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. Dennis Smith Jr. with a piece. 4th this contest. Possession lies with New York. Smith. Surveys the floor.
Right.
To Taj Gibson. With a drop step. Dennis Smith Jr. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Moutier into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Here comes the screen. To Kyle Anderson. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Smith with it up top. His guys down by 9. Here comes the screen. To Gibson. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Moutier with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Shot by Moutier. It's off the mark. Into the front court comes Smith. The margin standing now at 7. Doesn't get the bounce. Moutier into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Knicks with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. To Dennis Smith Jr. Fires the 3. Offensive board. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Moutier to Kyle Anderson. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Anderson to Moutier. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Fires the 3. Moutier can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. To Dennis Smith Jr. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Here comes the screen to Taj Gibson. And the rebound taken by Anderson. Dylan Brooks to Howard. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Gibson. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
And count the basket inside.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Slam dunk.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide open three-point shooters.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Time to shuffle things up. Wade to Howard. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Dennis Smith Jr. 4-3.
Defensive foul to number 4.
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he misses the second. One for 3 on that trip. It's Grizzlies ball.
I got ball.
Here we go. Here we go.
Dwayne Wade to Moutier. Here comes the screen. Bobby Portis tips it. That's out. Last touch by Emmanuel Moutier. Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout. They're down big in this 4th quarter and a chance here to empty their bench. Has a look. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Moutier with it up top. His team leads it by 10. Bobby Portis rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Smith. From long range. Not going down here. Moutier into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Here comes the screen. Wade against the KG veteran Iguodala. Grizzlies get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a...
The Grizzlies got the win in a nail-biter.
Player of the game.
Dwight Howard was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.